everybody. Welcome to Stories About Belonging. I'm Lauren Rubis, wearing yellow and blue, of course, for Ukraine. I won't say any more about that right now, but let me talk about things that are real life examples. And I want you to just think about them for a moment. You're working and you get a cold. You're working at a law firm, as a matter of fact, and you're a legal assistant, and you've had a couple colds in the last little while and nothing crazy, but you get a call. Said, you know what? We don't like the fact that you're sick. We've decided we found somebody else, and we're going to let you go. You're a young woman working at a restaurant, and an older manager comes up to you and comments on your pantyhose, on your stockings, and that would like you to change the color of them to be more representative of the skin tone. Real example. And you don't think that's equitable or right, you get fired. You're getting harassed by someone, and it's uncomfortable. You feel unsafe. You bring that story to your manager, and ultimately you get let go with the understanding that that person sells more units than you do, and they're more valuable, and they prefer to protect or to keep that person than bother worrying about your safety. You have a vacation plan for a long time. You join and you go and use that vacation, and you come back and you ask for your new shift assignment, and you get ghosted. You don't get called back. You don't really get fired. You just don't get any response back. You raise some concerns of that in a way where you try to do it because you have legitimate thoughts on it, and pretty soon you start getting the worst shifts, the worst assignments, the least attractive opportunities. You are told by your manager that you're at the front end of a retail organization, that you've got a bitchy looking face, and so going to let you go because we don't think you smile enough. These are stories that I'm just paraphrasing out of a February 22 BuzzFeed article about 34 stories that, people were fired for these crazy and horrific reasons. And, I want you to think about the worst stories that you know about people that have been let go for questionable reasons, or when you don't even know why they were let go. It's not clear to you what and why and how. And then you're left to wonder yourself. And then I want you to ask yourself, how do you feel about giving yourself all in to really truly commit and belong to an organization when you have some of those unanswered questions or feelings around, is there a shoe that's going to drop, and you don't know how it's going to drop and when it's going to drop, and it just makes you feel, frankly, a little bit unsure, unsafe, maybe even a little bit fearful at worst, or a little bit anxious at best. Look, I'm not going to get into it. We talk more about it at Lead In and with Lauren and my blogs and our other work. But the only point that I want to make is you cannot complete the sentence and the work on belonging without attending to the leaving, without attending to how people leave. Yes, when people do egregious things, they defraud, they harm other human beings, we ought to fire them unceremoniously, fire them for cause. And when they break the law, we should bring in the appropriate justice, criminal justice. But in most cases, we all leave an organization, and often, it's in undignified, uncelebrated, and inappropriate ways. And I just want to leave that thought with you. You cannot complete the belonging thought without the leaving thought. More to come on that, and I hope that's got you thinking. Stories of belonging include stories of leaving. Thanks. Come and join us on our socials. Hang out with us. We always have a story for you to think about, and you help create those stories for us. Bye for now. See you again next week.